Hi everyone, welcome back to our English classes. It's been a long time since we uploaded the last video. I have received a lot of comments from my dear students to upload the next class actually, but I have got some personal problems so I couldn't upload videos properly. Now here we have got a long gap. So today we are going to restart our classes. As we all know that again we have got the problems of corona. Now again the lockdown has started, so we are unable to reach school to attend classes properly, and the exam is also very near, so we have to prepare in a proper way to get a good result in our SSLC exams. I am wishing you all the success to my all dear students. Thank you so much for your support. Every day I'm receiving a number of comments from students actually. They're asking doubts, they're giving me good encouragement to make the next classes actually. So I'm giving a heartful thanks to everyone for your support and your comments. So today we are going to discuss our next poem named Buttu, which is written by Toru Dutt. Such a beautiful poem which is giving a beautiful message, which is showing a beautiful relationship between a student and a teacher. In this poem, we are discussing about a great character called Ekalavya, is also known as Buttu. This story of Ekalavya is taken from the great epic Mahabharata. So before we are discussing the poem, let's discuss about this great man called Ekalavya. Ekalavya is a hero. Here we see the heroic nature of Ekalavya. In this poem, we can see a number of beautiful points actually, like how the relationship should be between a guru and a disciple, the obedience and the sincerity of a student, and the never giving up attitude. Here Ekalavya is not ready to give up. He wanted to learn archery, but because of some problems, the problems we will discuss, because of some problems he was unable to learn archery from great Dronacharya. But Ekalavya was not ready to give up. He was he had a strong will to attain that the skills of archery actually. So like this, we see a number of good things from this poem. We can compare this Ekalavya to the character of Karna, his charity, sincerity, goodness, everything we see in Ekalavya also. So Ekalavya was a hunter by birth, but he was a Kshatriya by his talent. He had a great skills of archery. He wanted to learn all these beautiful skills of archery from the great guru Dronacharya. But Ekalavya had a problem that he was belongs to the lower caste. So even though he was from lower caste, he had all the skills of this archery. So he went to Dronacharya. He goes to Dronacharya and asks him to teach. He wishes to learn the skills from Dronacharya. But because of this lower caste, he was insulted by all the people, including his guru. He was insulted by Dronacharya and the disciples. And Dronacharya sent him out of the Gurukula. But Ekalavya was not ready to give up. He came to the forest. Here we see the beautiful, the wisdom of nature actually. The mother nature welcomes Ekalavya. So the nature doesn't show any kind of untouchability, lower caste, upper class and all. Everyone is equal in front of nature. That also we see in this poem actually. So nature welcomes, the mother nature welcomes Ekalavya to the forest. Here Ekalavya, he made a statue of Dronacharya and he started practicing archery. And he became a great talented man in the skill actually. He earned all the skills of archery. And one day, this Dronacharya and his disciples came to the forest, and he was stunned. Dronacharya was stunned and shocked by the talent that Ekalavya has shown in this archery. Here, Dronacharya, once he had promised to Arjuna that Arjuna will be the world best archer. But when Dronacharya saw the skills of Ekalavya, he was completely shocked and surprised, because now not Arjuna, here Ekalavya, he became the best archer actually. So here we see a sad recompense actually. When Dronacharya had seen the skills of Ekalavya, he asked to give Guru Dakshina. Ekalavya was ready because he was an obedient student. Even though he sent out of the Gurukula by Dronacharya, he was insulted by everyone. He was not showing any kind of anger, not showing any kind of bad behavior in front of these people. He was ready to give Guru Dakshina to Dronacharya. To make Arjuna the best archer, Dronacharya asked Ekalavya's right hand thumb as Guru Dakshina. Here we see an injustice actually. Dronacharya being one of the best gurus, Dronacharya is showing an injustice towards Ekalavya actually. So, but without thinking anything, even though he knew that after giving the right hand thumb, he cannot be a good archer, he cannot do all these things. Even though by knowing all these things, Ekalavya was ready to give his right hand thumb as Guru Dakshina to Dronacharya. So this is the story actually. This is the story of Ekalavya actually. Now let's go to the poem. So now we are moving to the poem Buttu, which is written by Toru. O Master, unto thee I came to learn thy science, name or pelf. I had known, so was driven with shame, and here I learn all by myself, but still as master to revere. So when in this poem we see the scenes after Dronacharya came to the forest and he saw all the skills. Then the conversation between Dronacharya and Ekalavya. That's what we see in this poem actually. The complete story is not there, but we can see all the points are there actually. While we discuss the poem, we will discuss even these points also. Okay. So Ekalavya says to Dronacharya, O Master, unto thee I came to you to learn the science, the skills of archery. But because of my caste, I was driven away with shame. You have insulted me in front of the disciples. So I came to the forest. I learned all the skills by myself. But still you are my master. I show all the respect. I value you as my master. I show the respect to you. I am an obedient student in front of you. So that's what the first stanza discusses. For who so great in archery, lo, all my inspiration here, and all my knowledge is from thee. If I am master, how thou hast finished thy course, give me my due. So even though you have sent me out of the Gurukula, but still you are my master, you are my inspiration to learn all these skills. And all my knowledge is from you, you are my guru. I have considered you as my guru. See here I have made a statue of you, and in front of the statue, by considering the statue as my guru, considering this as you, I have practiced all these skills. All the inspirations came from you. Whatever I have got the knowledge till now about the skills, it's all from you. It's all like all the skills I learned from you actually. You are my inspiration. So when he said like this, Ekalavya, Dronacharya says, if I am your master, then how can I complete this course without giving me my due? Give me my recommends. Give me my Guru Dakshina. Dronacharya says to Ekalavya, let all the past be dead and past. Henceforth be ties between us new. All that I have, O master mine, all I shall conquer by my skill. Gladly shall I to thee resign. Let me but know thy gracious will. So here Dronacharya says to Ekalavya, whatever happens in the past, let it go. Let us forget whatever happens in the past. Now let's make a new bond between us. Now I am your guru and you are my disciple, so I need my recompense. I need my Guru Dakshina. Dronacharya said to Ekalavya. So Ekalavya said, oh my master, whatever I have learned, it's from you. Whatever the skills I have today, it's all from you. So I'm supposed to give the rent. I'm supposed to give the recompense, the due to you actually. I'll give the Guru Dakshina to you. But let me know what is your will. What would you like to get as a Guru Dakshina? Whatever you ask, I am ready to give. Whatever you want, you can ask to me. I am ready to give as Guru Dakshina. Ekalavya said to Dronacharya. So when Dronacharya listened to this as a promise, Dronacharya asked to Ekalavya, is it a promise? Yeah, I swear, so long as I have breath and life, to give thee all thou wilt. Beware, rash promise ever ends in strife. So when Ekalavya said like this to Dronacharya, Dronacharya asked to him, "Is it a promise? Are you giving a promise to me?" He said, "Yes, I swear. As long as I have breath and life, whatever you ask, I am ready to give that." Then Dronacharya said, "You don't change your word. You should stand on your word. Once you give a promise, you are not supposed to change it. Beware, a rash promise ever ends in strife." Simply don't give promises. If you give promise, if you swear, you are supposed to fulfill that. So simply don't give rash promises. "Thou art my master, ask, O ask. From thee my inspiration came. Thou canst not set too hard a task, nor odd refuse are free from blame." "No, I won't change my words," Ekalavya said. "I will not change my word. You are my master. I am ready to give whatever you ask. Because all the inspiration that I have today is from you. All the inspiration I have came from you. So I am ready to give whatever you ask. Even if it is a hard task, I am ready to give. No one should blame me after. So whatever you ask, I am ready to give," Ekalavya said. "If it be so, Arjuna here, Arjuna, and the youth were dumb. For thy sake, loud I ask and clear. Give me, O youth, the right hand thumb. Thy right hand thumb. I promised in my faithfulness, no equal ever shall there be to thee, Arjuna, and I press for this sad recompense for thee." So Dronacharya said, "If it is a promise, I am asking you for Arjuna, because I have promised to Arjuna that no one will be there as equal as Arjuna as a great warrior. I have promised him that I'll make him as the best archer in the world. So only for the sake of this, I am asking you your right hand thumb as a recompense. I want to be faithful in my words, because I have promised to Arjuna that I'll make him as the best archer actually. So only for this, I'm asking you your right hand thumb as my Guru Dakshina." Glanced the sharp knife one moment high, the severe thumb was on the sword. There was no tear in Buttu's eyes. He left the matter with God. When Dronacharya asked Ekalavya's right hand thumb as Guru Dakshina, without thinking a moment, he took his sword and cut his right hand thumb and has given as Guru Dakshina to Dronacharya. He didn't think anything. He just left all the matters to the God. He left everything to God and he cut his right hand thumb and gave to Dronacharya. "For this, Dronacharya, said Dronacharya, fame shall sound thy praise from sea to sea, and men shall ever link thy name with self-help, truth and modesty." When Dronacharya saw this, he was surprised, shocked, and he said to Ekalavya, "Whatever you have done, for this your name will praised by people from sea to sea, and people will link your name with self-help, truth and modesty." Dronacharya blessed Ekalavya and said that his name, Ekalavya's name, will be praised by people from a worldwide, all over the world, from sea to sea, and people will link Ekalavya's name for modesty, truth and self-help. So this is the poem. Here we see an injustice actually, but still we see the quality of a good student. Whatever Guru asks, here Ekalavya, being an obedient student, whatever Dronacharya asked, he was ready to give that. So that goodness, modesty, everything we see in this character of Ekalavya. So this character we can see in Karna also. Karna had he had a habit of charity. Whatever people come and ask to Karna was ready to give that. So by knowing that only, they made a plan, and Indra came to ask his Kavacha Kundala from Karna. Karna knew that after giving that, death is sure, certain for Karna, but still he was ready to give that. He was standing on his word, his goodness, quality. He was not ready to give up from that. The same quality we see in Ekalavya also. So here we can see a similarity between these two characters actually. But however, the name Ekalavya still is praised as the quality, a name for goodness, obedience, a good student, like all these qualities we can see in Ekalavya's character. So this is the poem. It's a beautiful poem, but it's very simple. Anybody can understand very easily. It's not so difficult. You can score good scores if you get questions from this poem. Actually, I hope you all have understood whatever I have said today. I have got a long gap, and I don't know whether it is good or not. I don't know whether I kept the quality that I have shown in the previous videos. Still, if you have any doubts or if you have any confusions and all, you can comment below. Definitely, I'll be clearing your doubts. Whatever the doubts you have, you can ask me. I hope you all have enjoyed this video. Then we will be coming with the next video within a few days. Okay, then take care, be safe, have a nice day.